Can I ask you something? What if the apology you're waiting for never comes? What if the person who hurt you never admits what they did wrong? What if they simply move on, smile, live their life while you are still trying to understand what really happened? Would you still be able to heal? Or have you unknowingly handed them the key to your peace? Welcome back to Silence Between Coffee. I'm Atinda. Pour yourself a cup of coffee and let's have an honest conversation. We romanticize closure. We believe healing begins after one final conversation, one last explanation from them, one sincere apology, one message that finally says, I am sorry. But remember, life really works that way. Some people just disappear, some people lie, some people rewrite the entire story, and some people believe they never did anything wrong. Yet we wait for months, years, sometimes decades, not because we love them, but because we are convinced that closure belongs to them. It doesn't. Closure is often another word for certainty. We want certainty. Why did they leave? Why wasn't I enough? Did they ever love me? Was any of it real? But here's the difficult truth. Some questions do not have answers. And sometimes the answer wouldn't satisfy us anyway. Imagine someone who betrayed you saying, I am sorry. Would that erase the nights you cried? Would it remove the anxiety? Would it restore your trust overnight? Probably not. Because healing doesn't begin with their apology, it begins with your acceptance. Many of us believe if they admit they hurt me, then my pain becomes real. But your pain doesn't require permission. You don't need validation from the person who caused it. Your tears happened. Your heartbreak happened. Your loneliness happened. That's enough. You don't need a jury to approve your suffering. You lived through it. Psychologists talk about something called the cognitive closure. Our brain dislikes unfinished stories. It needs pattern, it needs meaning, resolution. That's why breakups, betrayals, and abandonment hurt us so deeply. It's not because someone left, but because the story feels incomplete. Our mind keeps replaying scenes. We want one clue, we want one explanation, and it's exhausting because you're trying to solve a puzzle that the other person already threw away. I've learned something the hard way. Sometimes the people who hurt you aren't searching for answers. You are. They're busy living and you are busy replaying. And one day you realize something. You have spent more time trying to understand them than understanding yourself. That realization changes everything. The Bhagavad Gita reminds us not to become attached to outcomes we cannot control. We can control our actions, but not other person's awakening, not other person's conscious, not another person's regret. Holding on to that hope that someone will suddenly become who they want is another form of attachment. And attachment often brings suffering. Forgiveness isn't pretending nothing happened. It's deciding I refuse to let this define the rest of my life. So, what does self closure look like? It sounds like this: I may never understand why, but I accept that it happened. I deserved honesty, I deserved respect, and I choose not to abandon myself waiting for someone who already left. That is closure. Not because someone gave it to you, because you created it. Maybe today you're waiting for a call, a message, an apology, a confession. But before the end of this episode, I want to leave you with one question. If that message never comes, will you keep postponing your happiness? Or will today become the day you finally choose peace over explanation? Because healing doesn't always begin when someone says, I am sorry. Sometimes healing begins when you whisper to yourself, I don't need anything else to move forward. Thank you for sharing your coffee with me today. If this conversation stayed with you, share it with someone who's still waiting for closure. I'm AK, and this has been another conversation from Silence Between Coffee. Until next time, take care of your mind, be gentle with your heart, and remember, some doors don't need to reopen to your life to move forward.